Good day everyone! So in this video, I am going to tackle about my philosophy in teaching. So there are many types of philosophy, but I only choose the progressivism philosophy. So, I am going to discuss this and explain why I chose this philosophy in teaching. So what is progressivism philosophy? So progressivism is a student-centered philosophy that emphasizes learning through hands-on learning, problem-solving, and critical thinking, student-centered and experience-based education. So I choose progressivism as my teaching philosophy because I believe that education should be more than just memorizing facts. It should be about preparing students for real life. So learning should be engaging, meaningful, and connected to the world around us. So I want my students to be critical thinkers, problem solvers, and lifelong learners, not just passive receivers of information. And I also believe that students learn at different paces and in different ways. So progressivism allows me to adapt my teaching to meet their individual needs. So whether through group projects, discussions, hands-on activities, or real-world applications. So instead of rigid one-size-fits-all instruction, I can create a dynamic and flexible learning environment where my students are actively engaged and motivated. So next is I created here the concepts of my philosophy in teaching. So my own concept of learning is learning is an active student-centered process. And the second one is learning is not just about memorizing facts, but also about understanding concepts. So I believe that learning is an active, student-centered process where students engage in real-world problems, explore their interests, and develop critical thinking skills. So learning isn't about memorizing facts, but about understanding concepts and applying them to daily life. So students learn best when they are involved in hands-on experience, collaboration, and self-discovery. So also my own concept of teaching is teacher is not just a mere dispenser of knowledge, but a facilitator and guide. So as a progressivist educator, I see my role not as a dispenser of knowledge, but as a facilitator and a guide. So my responsibility is to create a learning environment that encourages curiosity, creativity, and independent thinking. So I believe that education should prepare students for life by equipping them with problem-solving skills and adaptability rather than just training them for tests. So the next is I set some few goals for my future students. So the first is develop critical thinking and problem-solving skills. So the second one is becoming lifelong learners who seek knowledge beyond the classroom. So number three, learn how to collaborate and communicate. Number four, apply the knowledge to real-world situation. And the last is gain confidence in their ability. So the next is my teaching method. So I will use project-based learning, group discussions, and hands-on activities that connect classroom concepts to real-life experiences. So I designed my lessons to be interactive and student-driven. So I use project-based learning and so on. So I encourage inquiry-based learning where students ask questions and explore answers rather than just listening to lectures. So for example, instead of simply teaching science from a textbook, I might have my students conduct experiments, analyze data, and present their findings. So in a history class, rather than just memorizing dates, students might research historical events and create presentations that connect the past to current societal issues. So the next is so I believe in a variety of assessment methods that go beyond traditional tests. While quizzes and exams can measure knowledge, I also use project-based assessments, portfolios, presentations, and self-reflections. I encourage my students to demonstrate their learning in creative ways, so such as writing essays, making videos, or leading discussions. For example, in an English class, instead of a multiple choice test on a novel, students might create a digital storytelling project that analyzes the book's theme. So in a math class, they might apply concepts to real-world budgeting or business scenarios. So the last one is my conclusion. So progressivism in education is about fostering independent thinkers who are ready for the complexities of the real world. So by focusing on hands-on learning, collaboration, and real-world application, I help my students develop skills and will benefit them for a lifetime. So that would be all, and thank you.